Hey guys, so in this video we will talk about array methods which we can use to perform multiple actions in array. So without wasting a lot of time, we can start with the project. So to start with the project, we have to create one folder where we will write JavaScript code, and to do that we will right click on anywhere and we will click on new folder, and inside here we will name JS array methods. It's done. Now we will open the Visual Studio Code, and now you can see the Visual Studio Code is completely empty. So we have to drag that folder to this Visual Studio Code so that we can open that folder and we can write all the files inside this folder. So we will drag this folder to Visual Studio Code, and now you can see our folder is opened in Visual Studio Code. Like so. You will trust this, and I trust the author, and we will close the welcome window. Now we are in the folder, and this folder is opened in Visual Studio Code. Now what we will do is we will create one file. So here you can see the four icons. This is for create new file, and this is for create new folder. So we will create new file, and this file will be so now when we write JavaScript, we have two ways to write JavaScript. Either we can write JavaScript in browser or Node.js. So for now we will mainly focus on browser, that how do we execute our JavaScript code in browser. So to do that, we have to create one HTML file, because we will be writing we will be executing our JavaScript file for inside HTML. So we will create one index.html file, and inside here we will write html5 colon 5 and hit enter. So it will give us html5 code snippet, which you don't have to write manually. And in the title we will give the title JS array methods. Okay, and in the body we can write one heading. You can say JS array methods. Done. And to write JavaScript, we have to create one script tag, and inside script tag we can write all our JavaScript logic. So for now, let's check whether this HTML file is working or not. So we will save it by pressing Ctrl S, and we will go to extensions, and this we have one sort of extension which is live server. Yeah, here it is. So I have to enable this, or you have to install this if you don't have already. So you can see I have installed that extension, and now what I can do is I can just right click and open with live server. And apart from this, I can also click on here go live. So I will click on this, and what this will do is it will open our HTML file inside our browser. So this is our browser, and this is the heading that we wrote inside HTML file. So okay, now what we will do, we will write some JavaScript code, and we will create one variable using let keyword, and we will define one array, and inside the array we will be having some elements like hello and some sort of keywords. You can say buzz and train, and then we have bike. Okay, now this array, what we will do is we will print this array to the console. So to do that, we have to write console dot log, and what we want to print inside the console, that variable that we created earlier. So we will save it, and now we will go to the browser, and now I can't see my array anywhere. So to see that variable, what we have to do is we have to right click on here, and we have to inspect it. and once we inspect, our console will be opened. And now here you can see we have some tabs open. Inside elements we have all the HTML elements, and in the right side we have all the CSS that we can write for our elements. Okay, so we will go to console because we have written the script for console tab. Okay, console.log, and inside here you can see our array is coming up, like hello, bus, train, and all the things. Okay, now to Visual Studio Code, and here I will create one button having ID add element. Okay, now what I will do is I will document dot get element by ID, and I will get this particular button using its ID. So what is the ID? Add element. Okay, and now what I will do is I will listen to an event. What is the event? That is click event. So for that I will use add event listener. So add event listener requires two sort of parameters. One is event type, so our event type is click, and another one is function. And here we will pass our function, and inside this function I will write the logic whatever I want to do. So here in the button I will write element, add element. What I will do is whenever we will click on this button, then we will listen to the event, and then we will add one element. And what will be the element? So element will be, let's create one input tag, input type text, and here we will name it anything, add something, we can name it anything whatever we want. And here we will be having element value. Okay, now what we will do is we will again document dot get element by ID, and here we will get this input element, and inside this input element we will put the value that we want to add to this particular array. Okay, so we will get the value of this sort of element using this ID. Okay, we don't have to use hashtag here because we are already mentioning document.get element by ID having this ID. Okay, and dot value. Okay, and let us we can store this value inside a variable which we can tell element value equal to this. Okay, so using this we will get the value of our input element which is here, and we can get the value right here. Okay, now we can do is, now we will do array dot push. So what array dot push does is it gets the array and it pushes the element. What is the element? Here is the element value, and we will push the element to the array. We will save it and we will go to this, and you can see here we have one input element and we have an add button. We will write something and we will click on add element. Nothing happened. Oh, we didn't printed the array. We have to print the array to the console again. So we will copy this and we will do this, and we will differentiate this console using element added. And now we can see element added as df. Again we will click on this as df. Okay, and I can write my name also. I will click on this add element. You can see in my array the elements are adding as we are clicking on this add element button. So that was it for today, guys, and in this video we achieved that we connected our HTML with JavaScript, and we wrote the logic for adding the element to the array. So that is it for today, guys. See you in the next video.